Hey Cowboys fans, today we're diving deep into the upcoming draft and breaking down the top prospects who could make a huge impact for America's team. While the spotlight is often on quarterbacks, this year's draft has some real talent across multiple positions. And the Cowboys might find their next game changer in a spot you least expect. Let's start with some of the top names on Mel Kiper's big board. Even though Dallas likely won't be picking a quarterback early, players like Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza have generated a lot of buzz, but the Cowboys won't have a chance to snag a signal caller anyway. That means the focus turns to those who can strengthen the roster in areas of immediate need. One name that stands out is Jeremiah Love. He might not be a quarterback, but he has the skill set that could transform a team's defense. Love is explosive, dynamic, and offers true three-down ability. If he's still on the board when the Cowboys are on the clock, he represents one of the best overall talents available, someone who can make an instant impact. The question, of course, is whether he'll even be there. Drafts are unpredictable and Love's stock is rising fast. Then there's Arnold Ree, whose production has slowed recently. In a class that is strong on defensive talent, Reese's recent dip might make teams hesitate, but don't discount him entirely. Evaluators are keeping a close eye on him, and it's possible he could be off the board before Dallas makes a move. Francis Malignagino is another intriguing prospect. While some project him as a guard at the next level, he has the tools to play right tackle and could be an ideal replacement for Terrence Steele. Malignagino's stock has climbed, moving up 4 spots on recent big boards, which shows the growing recognition of his talent. Another player to watch closely is David Bailey. He's the type of edge rusher you build around, someone whose first-round potential is evident in his ability to pressure the quarterback. He's been dominant in the Big 12, notching 13.5 sacks and 17 tackles for loss. Even if there's debate about whether he's the absolute best edge rusher in the class, the numbers speak for themselves. If he's there when Dallas picks, it's hard to overthink the decision. As we move further down the list, the Cowboys' options expand. Jordan Tyson is projected to be taken the top 10, but wide receiver and tight end targets like Kenyon Suttie, Carnell Tate, and My Lemon are unlikely fits for Dallas in the first round. The team's focus is clearly elsewhere, prioritizing defense and line play over skill positions at the top of the draft. Safety is another area of interest, though it's a position Mel Kiper tends to undervalue for early picks. Caleb Diaz is one safety who could command attention. Teams like the Bengals, who have clear needs along the defensive spine, might not wait for him to fall. If he's available, he could easily be one of the first names off the board. Meanwhile, Sonny Styles from Ohio State is gaining traction as a potential first-round choice. At 6 feet 4 inches and 243 pounds, Styles offers a combination of size, athleticism, and explosiveness that stands out. He has the ability to impact a defense immediately, and could be a perfect fit for a Cowboys unit looking to shore up linebacker play. The quarterback position is also worth monitoring. Jermaine McCoy has shown the ability to create turnovers with 4 interceptions in 2024, and his length and size make him an intriguing prospect. While Dallas has cornerback depth in Don Bland and Savone Rebel, McCoy could be a candidate for risk-reward consideration, especially if he impresses at the combine after recovering from injury. Offensive line depth is a constant theme in the draft, and players like Spencer Fonda who can play both left and right tackle offer flexibility. Katie McDonald is a prospect who brings size and traits that could translate to the NFL even if production hasn't always been maximized. These kinds of prospects are critical for a team like Dallas that prioritizes protecting the quarterback and establishing a dominant front. Edge rushers remain a top priority for the Cowboys, with several names standing out in this draft class. Aim Meter from Miami has shown flashes of brilliance with 7 sacks this season. And while he may be a bit older for a rookie at 25, his effort and versatility are undeniable. The team's history of valuing players who can contribute immediately off the edge makes him an interesting option, though he might ultimately fit better on day 2. There's also Zachariah Branch, a receiver with strong coverage skills who has quietly posted impressive numbers despite flying under the radar. While Dallas may prioritize other positions, Branch's ability to win one-on-one matchups makes him a prospect to keep an eye on. Denzel Boston, Kelly Jones, and other corners like Avon Terrell and Brandon Cece also bring potential for early-round consideration, each with traits that could complement the Cowboys' defensive schemes and add depth to a position of need. The first round might see some strategic maneuvering with opportunities for trading down or up depending on how the board shakes out. Players like Caleb Blue, Caden Proctor, and TJ Parker offer depth and versatility, even if they aren't guaranteed first-round selections. Pass rushers like Damon Wilson and Zion Young have carved out spots in the top 50 conversations due to their production and ability to impact games on both pass and run defense. While some prospects have regressed, like TJ Parker, others continue to climb thanks to standout performances and consistent production. Cash Howell brings the type of high-effort game that NFL teams covet, even with physical measurements that might raise questions. Anthony Hill, C.J. Allen, and other secondary prospects round out a class full of potential contributors who could step into significant roles for Dallas from day one. When evaluating these prospects, it's clear that the Cowboys' approach in the first round will be strategic and focused on filling immediate needs, particularly on the defensive line and at linebacker, while also considering long-term potential for positions like safety and cornerback. With a wealth of talent available and a variety of skill sets to choose from, the team has options that could shape their roster for years to come. The challenge lies in balancing the best overall player with the team's specific positional needs, ensuring that the pick not only contributes immediately, but also fits the broader vision of building a championship-caliber roster. Continuing with the draft breakdown, the Cowboys will also need to weigh the potential of a lineman who can make an instant impact. While players like Peter Woods and Reuben Bain may not have the ideal length or ideal measurables, their production and technique could make them viable early-round contributors. Bain, for example, has been consistent as a run defender and has shown flashes against top competition, demonstrating that even if he isn't a perfect fit physically, he could plug into the line and start contributing almost immediately. Similarly, players like Ola Ian from Penn State have drawn interest because of their ability to handle complex schemes and show versatility along the front. For the Cowboys, having linemen who can adapt to multiple positions while maintaining high play is invaluable, especially as the team continues to look for long-term stability in protecting the quarterback and opening lanes for the running game. Defensive backs remain a fascinating puzzle for Dallas. Caleb Diaz continues to emerge as one of the safest, highest upside options at safety, combining awareness, range, and playmaking ability. If he slides toward the Cowboys' pick, it might force the front office to reconsider positional priorities, especially since the team has historically valued players who can patrol the field and create turnovers. Sonny Styles, as mentioned earlier, could provide that same level of defensive versatility, but the team will have to weigh which player offers the greatest immediate and long-term impact. Both players have the ability to become difference makers in coverage, run support, and even blitz packages, making them highly coveted commodities in this draft class. Turning to the quarterback position, Denzel Boston out of Washington and Kelly Jones from Mississippi State are intriguing under-the-radar options. Boston's physicality and timing and coverage combined with his ability to read quarterbacks give him a ceiling that could match the Cowboys' defensive philosophy. Jones, although slightly younger and less experienced, brings size, instincts, and technical skill that could allow him to develop into a starter quickly. Other corner prospects, including Avon Terrell and Brandon Cece, demonstrate that there is depth available in the first round and early second round, providing options for a team that may need to cover multiple positions in the secondary over the coming seasons. The Cowboys' defense has always emphasized physicality and football intelligence, and these corners fit that mold perfectly. Edge rushers remain a top priority, particularly because Dallas lacks elite depth in that area. Players like Damon Wilson and Zion Young from Missouri have emerged as complementary talents with specialized skill sets. Wilson is explosive off the edge, capable of generating pressure quickly, while Young excels against the run, demonstrating strength and technique that can disrupt opposing backfields. These two players represent the dual approach teams often need when constructing a balanced defensive front. Similarly, Aki Metter has displayed a breakout ability with 7 sacks this season, showing that he can contribute immediately. While he may not project as a long-term first-round talent due to age, his effort, versatility, and production could make him a key rotational piece that becomes a starter within a year. Receivers like Zachariah Branch also deserve attention despite not being immediate targets for the Cowboys. Branch has shown remarkable consistency in coverage, rarely allowing separation, and his technical proficiency makes him a strong candidate for a team looking to add depth without overcommitting high draft capital. Wide receivers with his profile who combine intelligence, anticipation, and reliable hands often flourish in NFL systems that emphasize timing, route precision, and the ability to make plays in traffic. While size may not be his greatest asset, his skill set makes him a potential hidden gem in this class. Someone who could contribute immediately in nickel packages or third down situations. The Cowboys' draft strategy will also have to consider versatility and adaptability in players. Offensive linemen like Spencer Fonda, who can operate on either side of the line, provide the team with flexibility in game and during injury stretches, which is invaluable for sustaining consistent performance throughout the season. Caden McDonald's size and ability to play multiple roles further emphasize the importance of acquiring players who can adapt quickly to professional schemes. This approach has been successful historically, allowing teams to plug talent into areas of need without sacrificing performance. It's a philosophy that maximizes both first-round selections and later-round developmental opportunities. Linebacker play is another focus area. Styles with his combination of size, athleticism, and instincts could provide an immediate upgrade, especially in coverage and run support. His ability to impact both sides of the ball and execute in complex defensive schemes makes him a high-value option. The Cowboys will also be considering how players like Styles or Caleb Diaz fit alongside existing starters, ensuring that the team not only improves talent on paper, but enhances cohesion, communication, and overall effectiveness on the field. Offensive balance is equally critical. And while the Cowboys may not prioritize wide receivers or tight ends early in the draft, they will still consider players who can complement the existing roster. The team has a history of maximizing talent through scheme, player development, and strategic acquisitions. So, even under-the-radar prospects can become valuable contributors. Technical skill, awareness, and adaptability often outweigh raw athleticism, particularly for skilled positions that require a high football IQ and precision execution. As we look deeper into the defensive line, the team has a few intriguing options. Reuben Bain and Peter Woods, for instance, provide rotational flexibility, allowing the Cowboys to maintain pressure on opposing quarterbacks while shoring up the run defense. Their ability to adapt to multiple positions along the line, paired with technique and work ethic, gives the coaching staff flexibility in crafting matchups. Similarly, offensive line prospects who can play tackle or guard interchangeably offer the type of depth that ensures consistency and resilience throughout the season. The Cowboys front office will need to weigh immediate impact versus long-term potential, balancing first-round talent with players who can develop into cornerstone pieces. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Whispers are swirling around the Dallas Cowboys locker room. And the latest spark comes from none other than CeeDee Lamb, the star wide receiver widely regarded as one of the league's premier talents. Seemingly dropped a bombshell with a message that has left fans and analysts buzzing. "If he's coming back, then they don't need me." While the comment came in a casual interview setting, the implications could shake the foundation of the Cowboys' offense. For years, Lamb has been the face of Dallas' aerial attack, drawing attention from opposing defenses and redefining what it means to be a number one receiver in the modern NFL. His chemistry with the quarterback and his ability to make plays under pressure have made him indispensable, at least until now. The cryptic remark hints at a potential fracture in the team's internal dynamics, one that could lead to a seismic shift in roster strategy. Speculation is running rampant about who he refers to, though insiders suggest it could be tied to a veteran player rumored to return to the lineup. If that's the case, Lamb's statement reads as both a warning and a declaration of independence. The underlying message seems clear. He won't play second fiddle or compromise his role in the offense. For a team that has invested heavily in him, the idea of CeeDee Lamb exploring options outside Dallas is a nightmare scenario. Agents, sports media insiders, and rival teams are now dissecting every nuance. Could this be the first sign of a trade request? Or is it simply a negotiation tactic aimed at asserting leverage before the next contract cycle? Historically, Lamb has shown loyalty to the Cowboys, but his recent words suggest a shift in mindset. Players of his caliber often face tough decisions when personal ambition and team dynamics collide. And this might be one of those defining moments. Across social media, fans are divided. Some view his comments as an act of ego, while others see them as a legitimate assertion of his worth in a league where star players rarely get the recognition and freedom they deserve. Either way, the Cowboys front office now faces a delicate balancing act. How to keep their star content without compromising team chemistry. One thing is certain. Any move involving CeeDee Lamb will dominate headlines, spark endless debates, and potentially reshape the team's future. As the rumor mill churns, one question remains at the heart of every conversation. Is Dallas ready to risk losing its most electrifying playmaker? Or will negotiations smooth over the tension before it escalates into a full-blown saga? For now, the football world watches and waits, hanging on every word from Lamb, whose next move could redefine not just the Cowboys season, but the trajectory of his career. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.